As always, let's get everything right. Got a little unboxing to do at some point. Set up all the stuff. See who's around. 3:52 p.m. Eastern Time. It is raining terribly here. Volume all the way down. Search, search. We're going live. Okay, we're all set up. Let's see who is around today. I don't know how the weather is throughout the country, but over here it's terrible. So, yeah, this is kind of the usual time I do Saturday live streams. Let's see if anyone's around. Hello, good morning. It's not morning. Good afternoon. It's morning for me because I just woke up. Hello, people signing on. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Memorial Day weekend. It's good to see people are still around, even though it is Memorial Day weekend, so that's cool. Hello, people signing on. Pulling guard. How's it going? Still spelling my name with the C instead of the K. That is 10 push-ups to you, and we'll call it it's okay, buddy. Anthony, what's going on? Eric, how you doing? Tukes, how's it going, buddy? Just popped up on my phone. How you doing? So it actually did pretty well because we're only a minute into the live stream, so you are here on time today. Good. Andrew says, my mom has the same mug mark. This is one of my favorites. I've had this for a long time. Good stuff. Little Mickey action, bro. Little Mickey Mouse, a little tired. Chino Toon says, how are you, Tundra Dude? I'm well. How are you? WSM Cook says, 77 degrees and sunny here. I'm very jealous. It's terrible here. Big Walt, what's going on, buddy? Nasty here also. Where are you? Are you up north there? There we go. Pulling guard is corrected and spelled my name correctly, so thank you. I'm waiting on the 10 push-ups. It's an easy one. Go get them, kid. You are good, that as well. Good stuff. Yeah, so I just woke up, do a little live stream. Got something to tell you about Toyota Outfitters. You guys know I have the promo code there. So looks like we're going to be able to save you a little more money in June. Got some stuff to open. Tell you all about that momentarily. Don't forget, until the end of May, which you have a few days left, Toyota Outfitters, if you go on there, use the promo code TundraDude, one word, all caps, saves you 25% site-wide. Now that is forever. But until the end of May, you can get free shipping site-wide as well, along with the promo code. And then there's a new one in June we're going to talk about shortly. Let's see. All right, Kyle's got some Tundra videos on his channel. That's awesome. Good stuff. Oh, you're up the street. Well done. Yeah, it's ugly out there. I have not been able to drive the Supra pretty much at all. Not fun. Jason says, what's up from Victoria, Texas, along with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Good to see you, Jason. Anthony says 80 degrees and muggy here in South Texas. Okay, there we go. Is it a heavy heat? Is it a dry heat? We have this talk all the time. Oh no, it's cold, but it's a dry cold. It's not that bad. It's good to see people are around, though. I hope you guys are having a nice Memorial Day weekend. Craig says, have been watching you for a short minute, wondering if you're going to put the Magnuson supercharger on your new Tundra. Very interested in Magnuson myself. I'm not going to be putting it on the Tundra that I have now. This 2020 is going to be going away when the next gen comes. And then that's going to be, you know, a twin-turbo V6 or a hybrid setup. So I'm not going to supercharge that. But I do suggest, before you look into Magnuson or while you're looking into Magnuson, also look into the company. I'm not going to pronounce this right, but Harrop, Harrop. Check them out. They apparently offer an even bigger supercharger for your Tundra. I was reading up on them for a while. It's a brand from Australia. It's pretty much the same price, too. You got to find someone to put it on, though. So do the research before you spend the money. John says, hello, sir, from Northern California. Sunny here. I'm very jealous of your son. Get the Harrop supercharger. It's better, says BE. There you go. Tam, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, we got some people in the house. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I didn't even plan to do a live stream today. I was going to wait till Monday because of the Memorial Day weekend, but why not? We got the time. Might as well do it. So we'll wait, what is it, 4 minutes in? I would say between 10 and 15 minutes we'll start doing this, I should call it unbagging of some of the stuff from Toyota Outfitters, and I will talk about what you can save in June. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts available from Toyota Outfitters right now. I'm the guy that can't see. There you go, Kyle. Rock and roll, buddy. I'm glad I want to see some videos of that channel. Put your link up if you can. I will tell you this. These are brand new, too. I just had these made. TundraDude34 hats. This is the first time I've ever had a TundraDude34 hat made. So, I only had 5 made to see what the interest will be, but there is, I want to tell you a little bit about the design here. So we got the black and white for the channel. Obviously, that's the main logo is usually black and white. This is in tan because $17.94, my favorite trim. So I got that in tan. So what do you think about that? Let me know. It's a good hat, fun stuff. Okay, let's see. Gotta get caught up here. Tiger says, Tiger Woods in the house. Hey there, Mark. Just saying hi and would like to know your opinion on front rear metal bumper and if you know any good ones that fit the 2020 Plus Pro. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm a big NFAB guy. They have like pre-runner bumpers, setups like that. Check them out. I don't know if they fit. I mean, I'm sure they do by this point, the 2018 and up because of the Toyota Safety Sense. I don't know if it has a bull bar running on it or you're going to do something like that with floodlights or whatever. But check out NFAB. I mean, they've been around forever. I use them on all of my side steps and stuff. People absolutely love them. Check them out, N-FAB. I'm sure you know of them. Esteban says, good afternoon from Southern California. So we have NorCal and SoCal. I love it. Real quick, would you buy the new Tundra in lime green? I'm not a huge fan of lime green, which I believe the color is called Lime Rush. That's the talk going around right now. No, I don't think I would buy in lime green, but I will say this as well. Disclaimer, every time a new color comes out for the TRD Pro, I initially don't like it until I see it in person. And then I'm like, wow, that's not that bad. But I don't know about lime green. That's a little loud for a Tundra body. I think it would look good on a Tacoma. And the 4Runner, a little bit smaller, a little bit less surface to deal with. So, okay, hold on here. Let's see. So Kyle's channel name is Kyle Chelino, I believe is how you pronounce it. Go check him out. Tuke says, I'm not selling my 2020 Mark. Was tempted by the offers, but not worth it. Keeping it. I like it. Pulling says, how about those Bruins? It's going to be a good series. I think the Islanders will come out in the end. Looking forward to it for sure. The 34 is my hockey number. I've been number 34. I've been a goalie since I was a little kid. Always number 34. John Van Beesbrook, my idol growing up, and that is why. Tuke said, go Bees, boo. Boston. You Massachusetts people are something else. Michael says, fight on USC. There you go. WSM says, you're in Central California. So we have literally hit all areas of California in this live stream. That's awesome. Aaron says, NFAB made in China. C4 USA. Okay, check out C4. I did not know that. I think everything's made in China. But yeah, if you could find a US company, go for it. So as Aaron says, check out C4 USA. Anthony says they should bring Desert Tan back. Quicksand would be amazing, one of my favorite colors of all time, and it looked fantastic on the TRD Pro body. Kyle says, did that come up as a link? It did not. It did not. Eric, what's going on, buddy? If I'm not interested in the TSS Suite or a 2021 new truck, should I be looking at a 2017? Major differences with earlier. Okay, here's what you get if you go 2017. You don't get Toyota Safety Sense. You'll still have a transmission cooler, and that is the two biggest things you'll be dealing with. I mean, the truck is pretty much the same. You won't have all the new stuff, like you won't have push-button start, you won't have the new N-Tune system, but overall pretty much the same truck. But if you don't want to do a Toyota Safety Sense, 2017 is the way to go, and you will get the transmission cooler, which went away after 2018. 2018 was the first year of Toyota Safety Sense. But let me ask you this, Eric. I'm going to put you on the spot here, buddy. Why no Toyota Safety Sense? Go. Tomeo, what's going on? Made it. Eastern North Carolina. In the house. I like it. America, made in China. Truth. Kyle says, how do I get it to come up as a link in the chat? I'm not really sure, but I will say this. I'll make it easy on you, Kyle. Kyle has made some videos for the Tundra. Go check him out. His channel's name is Kyle Chelino. Like his screen name. Go check him out. Search him on YouTube. Eric says, thanks. Great to know. I had a 2017 Platinum, and that's how I know that. As far as the no Toyota Safety Sense and everything. Francisco, what's going on? Is there a possibility that the new 2022 Tundra has the option of a V6 diesel engine? I highly doubt that. Highly. They're not going to do that. They're going away from, you got to remember this, EPA, all the federal regulations and stuff when it comes to vehicles nowadays. It's all heading down the road to full EV eventually. So they're going to do everything they can to make the smallest footprint they can when it comes to, you know, all the emissions and everything like that. So, carbon footprint, I'm sure you've heard that term before. They're going away from the V8, it sounds like. They're not going to do the diesel for sure. Especially because diesels, if you guys are diesel fans or anything like that, you know, like around 2005, all the regulations with DEF fluid and stuff like that kind of choked out diesels quite a bit. So I don't see them going that direction. They're going to try to get you a good amount of power, towing power, great MPG and stuff with smaller displacement forced induction, it sounds like. Ooh, the coffee's kicking in. I feel alive. If you haven't said where you're coming from in the world today, make sure you tell everyone, and thank you for being here, of course. WSM says, just got an 18, still have the cooler, yep, and turn off the safety features you don't want to use. There you go. Tomato says negative on the V6, yep. Justin says, Central Oregon here. Hey, what do you think of the Falcon Wild Peaks AT3? I've never used them. Everyone I talk to loves them. I have not heard one bad comment about them. So try them and get back to me for sure. Eric says, don't really feel like I need it and would prefer not to have to deal with the complications when customizing stuff like a bumper. I totally agree with you. If you're going to do a lot of customizations, you know, you might want to steer away from it. Other than that, I will tell you, coming from a 2017 with no Toyota safety sense into a 2020, it really hasn't done anything as far as, you know, affected anything at all. One time I had ice build up on my windshield and it told me the PCS system was off because of some kind of obstruction. It's stupid little things like that, but I haven't had any issues. In 2018, some people were having some issues. There was a TSB on something with the sensor in the front. They basically changed it out or they reflashed it. I can't remember what they did with it, but 2019 and 2020 and now 2021, all the issues, all the bugs are worked out. But I feel you on that one, buddy. Make It Work says, any roof rack recommendations for the TRD Pro Tundra? Okay, let's help out Make It Work because he wants to make it work. Do we have any roof rack recommendations for a TRD Pro Tundra? I'm guessing, well, actually, Make It Work, Crew Max or double cab. And who has a roof rack on their Tundra out there? I think they look great, by the way. Jeff says, I want a V8 Tundra, but right now prices are crazy. Understatement of the century. Hoping the used ones might be more reasonable when the 2022s come out. Another thing, Jeff, that we could be looking at, and I'm not sure about this, if the gas prices continue to rise, you might see a little drop in the price, but that's only when the inventory gets back up. So this semiconductor issue needs to be over, the chip shortage needs to be done, and then you might see some prices come down. I mean, they definitely will come back down eventually. Esteban says, I'm down in southeastern Nevada bordering Arizona, Utah. I got tired of waiting for the Tundra and literally bought a brand new F-150 the night before the Tundra teaser came out. Stuff happens. Listen, this is good for you, though. Esteban, this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. Now you rock the F-150 for a few years. You build some pros and cons in your head. And then when you get time to trade it in to get something else, if you love the F-150, you stay with it. If you come back home to the Tundra, you have something brand new to try and compare it with. So, best of both worlds. Variety is the spice of life, my friend. Jimmy, what's going on? Jamie's in Miami, Florida, which is always gorgeous in Miami. Kyle says, I'm from Braidwood, Illinois. Okay, nice. I'm going to mess this up, so I'm going to call you Vin. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Tomato says, love my 2019 1794, even though I hardly drive it. My friends, once again, the reason I made this hat with the tan on the front is the salute, personal salute to 1794, because it is the greatest. And the seats, this is as dark as I could get the tan. I wanted to get it as orange as I could for all you 1794 people out there. Okay, Vin is in Ontario, Canada. Always good to have Canadians here with us. By the way, this is Timmy Horton's coffee in here. So cheers, Canada. We love you. Make It Work says, I have a Crew Max. So he's looking for a roof rack. Which is better, the TRD intake or the Stillen cold air intake? I'm debating which one to get. I have the Toyota warranty on my truck. If you want to keep your warranty intact, I suggest going with the TRD intake. I've had a few of them. I have it on my current truck. I love it. Stillen, I still haven't heard a lot of long-term reports on it, but if you want to be someone who lives dangerously and gives it a whirl, please let me know what you think about it. But I've never had one issue with the TRD intake, and one thing I've been saying for 5 years now on the channel, I will say it one more time for you, Make It Work. I like the fact that the TRD intake is built strictly for the Tundra. It's not a part that's built for many applications, and oh yeah, the Tundra is one of them. So that's a big thing to me, so maybe try the TRD intake this time. And if you do, here comes the plug, sparksparts.com, promo code TundraDude34. It saves you 5%. Eric says, we got my wife a 2021 Sequoia. Okay. and I've seen it falsely warn emergency brake. Also don't really want to pay for a bunch of tech I'll turn off, but also know it'll be depreciated by now. Okay, rock and roll then, buddy. Aaron says, hold on. Okay, so roof rack from Cali Raised. Cali Raised is the brand. Prinsu Roof Rack is what it is called. Check it out. There you go. Help it out, make it work. So make sure you check out what Aaron said one more time. Prinsu Roof Rack from Cali Raised. Aaron, you're the man today with all these parts. I love you, buddy. Tomeo says, woot woot, and we're going to go with that. Jason says, watch your video the other day where you were talking about the Tundra being simple and reliable. Exactly. Exactly why I bought a 2021 SRDC. Don't need all the bells and whistles. Whipple superchargers. Go check them out. Hoping the trend continues. I hope so too, and in saying in that video, I'm all down for the new tech. I'm ready for the next gen, and I know they got to upgrade a lot of stuff out there, and I get it. But I also don't want to see them go away from, what they're known for, as we talked about yesterday. Go check that video out. Sean says, hey, Mark and everyone, East Tennessee is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Great to see you there, Sean. Sean's been around a long time in the channel. Owner of a 2019 TRD Pro in white. Jason says, came from General Motors. All right, welcome aboard, my friend. Rodeo Magic, hey, Mark, how you doing? Driving around in my 1794, just loving it. I'm loving it. 1794, can't go wrong, the best. Tomeo says, what's up, Sean? It's good to see you. Do you know, right now, if a dealership called me, this is how crazy I am about the 1794, and I'm afraid the 1794 trim is going to go away in the next gen. If a dealer called me right now and said, yo, I got a 1794 TRD right here in mag gray, army green, whatever color, depends, but, oh, windshield pearl, and they were like, you want to do a straight swap for your truck? I would do it and still trade out of that 1794 in a few months for the next generation. I would do it today. That's how much I love it. Make It Work says, thanks for the advice. I will check out the Prinsu Roof Rack. Thanks. Anytime, Make It Work. You make it work, buddy. From AG says from OKC, so Oklahoma City is in the house. Have a 2018 Crewmax SR5 with TRD off-road package, 4.5-inch lift, 35s. Have turn signal recall that I refuse, and DLR refuses TSS recall because I don't have the correct grill. I upgraded to a TRD Pro grill. Really? That's very interesting. So your dealer won't do the job? Wow. Okay, tell me about this a little more. Let's go deeper. And I want to see some pictures of that truck with the lift on it. Eric says, thumbs up for the advice. Channel and chat is the best. Eric, you're the best, buddy, and we're happy you're here. Francisco says, when Ford launched Raptor, they raced the Baja 1000. They gave it absolute credibility. Should Toyota do the same with the new 2022 Tundra, run the Baja 1000? Well, don't forget, when the TRD Pros came out, the Tundra raced the Baja race and won in its class. Don't forget that when the TRD Pro Tundra came out. Go look it up. So, High Voltage, what's going on, buddy? I have a 2020 Platinum and love the truck, but I was thinking of changing the exhaust to the TRD Pro exhaust. What are your thoughts on the constant drone? Is it annoying on long trips? No, the drone's fine. The only time I ever felt the drone being a little louder than normal, and it's not bad, was going up in the mountains in the Pocono, like on some really steep uphills. But other than that, on the highway, once you get up into high gear, you're good to go. And it sounds awesome, and they meet all the federal regulations with noise. And that's the thing about the TRD dual exhaust from Toyota. They have to keep, because it's a manufacturer part, they have to keep it into a certain level as far as, with all the DOT regulation and everything like that. So as far as decibel level, you get a nice growl, a nice roar, sounds awesome, looks good, but it's not obnoxious. I highly recommend the TRD dual exhaust, and I'm going to do it again. SparksParts.com, promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5%. And it's an $1,100 system, so 5% will help you out a little bit. You've sent pictures to your email in the past. Yeah, I don't know. You got to give me more of that story there. That's pretty crazy. I'm going to read it one more time. Anyone have any help? Here we go. Oklahoma City in the house, AG. He has a 2018 Crewmax SR5 with the TRD off-road package. 4.5-inch lift. I got a question about that real quick. When you did the lift, did Toyota put it on for you, or did somebody aftermarket put it on for you, or did you do it in your garage? Because with the 2018, you obviously have Toyota Safety Sense. 35-inch tires. Have turn signal recall that I refuse, and DLR refuses TSS recall because I don't have the correct grill. That's crazy. I upgraded to the TRD Pro grill. So you obviously upgraded to the TRD Pro grill of 2019 and up because that has the spot for Toyota Safety Sense, the sensor in the front. Was it calibrated correctly? All that stuff. What did they say to you? Let's see. I'm lost now. Leonard says, not sure if this is the proper forum or if you discussed already. Any word on when the chip shortage may end? What is causing it? Okay, so here's the thing about the chip shortage. Quick little, just catch me up. There's a lot more detailed information out there if you look around a little bit, but this is just a, a quick little footnote. Chip shortage. It seems that all the automotive manufacturers get their chips from all of the same places, and with COVID going on, and I believe there was a tsunami involved in this, or a major storm that knocked out a factory and a fire, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. It slowed all the chips from being made, from being built, because like I said, they're all ordered from the same distributors throughout the entire automotive industry. So that's the biggest issue. When will it end? There's no end in sight. They got to get caught up on production, and that's the big thing there, because everybody needs them. I think we still see the shortage for a long time to come, maybe a year, but that's a total guess, maybe more than a year. But I don't see it ending anytime soon. I don't know, unless somehow, some way, they kick up a bunch of production and get all the parts needed to make everything go together. If anyone has any more they want to talk about the shortage with the chip, what some of the causes, go for it. Okay. I'm lost again. There we go. Make It Work says, any thoughts on the Carlin Kit wireless CarPlay dongle for Apple CarPlay on the Tundra? Has anyone ever used that? Carlin Kit. I have not. Let's see if anyone out there has. EP, how's it going? Eric says, I actually heard, I think from Automotive Press, that Toyota themselves has said they weren't affected by the shortage, but didn't production also shut down at one point. I've heard a bunch of people say that. I think that's false, okay? They might not have been affected completely by the production or by the shutdown, because I think what happened was they had a chip issue years ago where they began to stockpile them a little bit. So everyone's affected. As you can tell, the Tundras are coming out of the factory a lot slower. I don't think they're as affected as other brands. I can't remember what NASCAR racetrack it was. It might be Michigan. It might be Kentucky. I can't remember. But there's actually like an aerial shot of the entire speedway covered in brand new F-150s because they're all sitting there waiting for a chip. So they are affected in some way, shape, or form, but maybe not as bad as other brands. Aaron says, just came back from Telluride and Ouray, Colorado from Arizona. Love the TRD Pro exhaust. Not annoying at all. So there you go. When you say Telluride, I think of Kia. Tomeo says, all that along the PC and phone industries buying up chips during the shortage. That's another thing. I was actually talking with this at a kid from work the other day. It all ties in together. They need the chips throughout all these industries and everything. So there's just no chips to be had right now. AG says, the dealer said the TSS recall is only on the SR5 grill, not the TRD Pro grill. Okay. The TSS still works fine, no calibration. The lift was done aftermarket. It's a BDS lift with Fox 2.0 suspension. Big money spent, good stuff. I will tell you this when it comes to Toyota, AG, and if you've been around the channel a while, which it sounds like you have been, Toyota does not like to mess with trucks with lifts when it comes to Toyota Safety Sense. And that differs from dealer to dealer, but overall, Toyota does not like to mess around. When you get a lift or some kind of modification to the front of your truck, they kind of throw their hands up, as you're dealing with right now. So, I mean, you could advance that through Toyota Motor Company and see if you could get somewhere with it, but I don't know what's going to happen. Do they offer to do it, but you have to pay for it, which I know you don't want to pay for it, but that's at least a step in the right direction. Problem is, when you put a lift on your truck, they don't want to be held liable if something goes wrong with Toyota Safety Sense. I feel like when they came out with Toyota Safety Sense, they probably should have thought about that a little bit. Like, oh, people might want to lift their trucks. This is America. We lift trucks here. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy out there, bud. How much was that suspension, by the way? Make It Work said, I wanted my Toyota dealership to install my skid plate to protect my catalytic converters from being stolen. My dealership refused to install it. They said they can't install any aftermarket parts. Is that true? It depends on the dealership. It all comes down to that. I've had a dealership up in New York install my Magnuson supercharger. It just depends. All of the dealers are owned by different owners, okay? Obviously, Toyota is the umbrella owner of everything. It's like McDonald's. They all have franchise owners. It's the same thing with Toyota dealerships. You'll see, like, my local one here is called Gateway Toyota, but it's owned by Penske Automotive. So the rules they follow as far as what they're going to install and how they're going to install has to do with that owner right there, the owner of the dealership. If you look around a little bit, I'm sure you can find a Toyota dealer that will do installs. I always talk about Sparks Parts, the place I have my promo code. Okay, that's connected to a dealership called Sparks Toyota in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They install everything, all sorts of crazy aftermarket stuff. So you just got to look around a little bit. It is a pain. Jim, what's going on? San Diego in the house. Good to see you, pal. WSM says their stockpile, as was quoted in an article, stated they required a 6-month stockpile for their suppliers, but COVID has been longer than 6 months. Got it. Make It Work says, or does it have to be TRD or Toyota approved? Not necessarily. All depends on the dealer. Joshua, what's going on? Does anyone have the Catskins aftermarket ventilated leather seats? Looking at upgrading my SR5 in the future. Still scared of the V6. So if anyone has the Catskins aftermarket ventilated leather seats, help out Joshua. Let him know. Gilmer says, I have a 2020. Hopefully I don't regret when I see the new one. We'll have to sell mine and buy a TRD Pro. I like it. EP says, do you believe the chip shortage is going to last more than a few months? Maybe this question was already previously asked. I think it will last more than a few months for sure. I think production may ramp up a little bit, but I still think you're going to see it for a while. Because like I said, it's not just one brand. It's the entire automotive industry. And then, as somebody said earlier, it's also involved in the computer parts and the phone parts. Prices are up on all that stuff right now because of the shortage. So it's a lot of industries affected, which is just going to slow everything down. Kenny says, this market is crazy, man. I totally agree. Toyota offered me $8,000 more than what I paid. I have a 2020 Tundra Pro Army Green with 1,900 miles. I paid MSRP. It's tempting, but what would I get? I want a V8 full size. Kenny, at that point, I would just keep your truck, buddy, because this is something I talked about with a couple people also. If I was to get out of my Army Green TRD Pro, I could get a great deal right now. Like you said, $8,000 to $10,000 more than what I paid. But then I'm going to turn around and spend it on something different that won't be as cool as that Army Green TRD Pro because there's nothing out there. I'm lost again. Oh, hit the wrong thing. Okay. High Voltage says, hey, Mark, there's a rumor going around that possibly Toyota is coming out with a twin-turbo V8. What are your thoughts on this? That's not going to come to the Tundra. That twin-turbo V8 is meant for some of the high-performance Lexus vehicles. Do not expect that on the Tundra. I actually made a couple videos on that now, kind of squashing that rumor. I don't see that happening. It's going V6, baby. Tundra's going V6 all the way. Otto, what's up, buddy? Hey, Mark, Drumbo, Ontario. Great to see you again on a Saturday. Great to see you too, pal. Good to know you. AG says, it's an all-in suspension kit, $11,000. Man, that's awesome. Front, rear, and traction bars. That's amazing. Well done. I always say, if you want a great suspension, you got to spend a little coin. Don't cheap out on the suspension. You'll have long-term issues with it. Mr. Dillon is in the house. Can't wait for June. Finally get to see the next gen Tundra. How excited are you, Mark? I'm just ready to go, buddy. I'm just ready to go. I want to buy the thing. Reveal's going to be awesome. Purchase will be better. I can't wait till I get to actually get one. And good to see you, bud. Jason says, did the supercharger affect your fuel mileage during normal driving? It was the same. It really didn't change much. I was getting, if I remember correctly, 15.5 to 16.5, maybe 17 in my normal driving conditions, which is what I was normally getting anyway. And that's pump-to-pump calculations. Eric said, at Joshua, I'm still thinking about selling my Challenger for that pre-Toyota Safety Sense SR5 and doing the same cat skin. My dealer does it in North Carolina, but I haven't seen it yet. Okay, good. Make It Work says, so if I go to another Toyota dealership instead of the one where I bought my Tundra from to install a Westcott design lift on my Pro, will it void my warranty? You're going to void your warranty if you do the lift to begin with. Anytime, I shouldn't say you're going to void your warranty. You may void parts of your warranty because of that lift, okay? You got to read the Magnuson Act to understand the modification and aftermarket part situation. But Toyota, I believe, don't quote me, check with your Toyota dealer. Toyota, if they do work to your vehicle, I think they offer you a short warranty with that work they do to your vehicle at the dealership. But as far as voiding your overall warranty, you may affect your warranty with whatever you put on that it affects. So if you do a suspension, obviously they're not going to cover your suspension. If that suspension messes up something else, they're not going to cover the warranty on that. When I did the supercharger in my Tundra, I pretty much threw my warranty away because if anything went wrong with the engine, they would find a way to blame it on that supercharger, and that is what scared me. But you got to keep that in mind. You got to pay to play. That's the greatest term for this right here. But talk to your, if you find a dealership that's willing to do the aftermarket parts, talk to your dealer and see what, or like the service manager or whatever, and see what you get, you know, the pros and cons of it all. Josh says, keep that TRD Pro, Kenny Owens. I agree. Francisco says, very professional and wide knowledge about Toyota Tundra. Congratulations. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Kenny says, agree, man. My old man thinks later down the line the TRD Pro V8 Tundra will be highly sought after, and they may become classics and worth more. What do you think? 100% agree. And you have a special color, army green. I would hold on to it. I'm going to hold on to mine until I can't anymore. Make It Work says, yep, keep the TRD Pro for Kenny. John says, Mark, have you heard anything about fuel tank size in the 2022? I wish they would go larger than 26, maybe make the 38 standard. I would think the 38 may become standard. That's kind of their bread and butter, and if you've seen through the years, they've made the 38-gallon tank a lot more through the lineup now than what it was in the beginning, so I would think 38 will be the way to go. Kenny's going to keep it. I'm glad we could help him. Michael says, what's going on, Mr. Islander? I feel so bad that we have to beat your Bruins to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but got to do what we got to do, buddy. Sorry, Bruins. Cam Neely ain't here anymore. Tomeo says 110% agree. All right, I'm all caught up. I got to take, excuse me, a sip of coffee, and then we're going to open up this Outfitters package, and we'll talk a little bit about something in, excuse me, in June for you guys. So let's pop the bag open here, see what we got. I love getting new stuff. So, all right, cool. Cool. Well, first thing, love it. For all you golfers out there, and this is just a fun little knick-knack thing, before I even show you anything, let me just tell you real quick, in case you're new to the channel, I'll go fast. Toyota Outfitters. It is the official merchandise of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. Shirts like this come from the website. Go on there. They have everything. Hats, mugs, shirts, hoodies, jackets, golf equipment, everything you could ever want, Toyota, TRD, or Toyota Racing. I have a promo code there. In capitals, TundraDude, one word, saves you 25% site-wide. That's big savings. Till the end of May, there's free shipping. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's coming in June. They have massive sales on some of the polos they have on the website. It's like a big polo sale going on for June. So if you wear polos, I wear polos all the time. If you're a golfer, whatever, there's going to be big savings on there for a lot of the polos. Go check them out. And you can also still use, even though you're getting all those savings from the website, you can still use my promo code TundraDude and save an additional 25%. So you could be scoring over 50% of savings on here. But let me show you some of the new polos they have coming out. This is just, had to do it. Toyota Golf Towel, baby. That's a good one, right? The first time I have a muddy club, this is getting ugly, but it's still a good golf towel. I like it. So that was just in the top of the package. Let's get to some of these polos. Get rid of the bag. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. That's a real nice one. And that's the thing about the website, too, especially if you're into golf. You know, I could speak for golf because I'm into golf. They got, like, the real golf brands here, like OGO and everything. I'll even open them up so you could really see them. See what some of these polos offered. I buy all my, you know, Toyota stuff, obviously, from Toyota Outfitters. I have a ton of these polos, but these are some of the new ones they're coming out with. Real nice. Okay, so this is cool. I love the less is more look. So this is just your straight up OGO here, right? But on the sleeve it says Toyota Racing. If you could see that, I hope you can. And then on the back, see the design they got going on this? Real sweet shirt. So don't forget, they're doing big savings on polos. All right, number 2. This is an iZod one. First off, real quick, while I'm doing this, show of hands, how many of you are golfers? Any golfers out there? You don't have to be good. Just do you play the game? All right, this is really neat. This is another one. I do like what they do. There's not like logos all over the place on this one either. Kind of a neat design. Cool looking. iZod, another top brand for golf. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be golf. I just like polos. I don't know. It says Toyota on the sleeve there, if you could see that. I know it's bad. Okay. Nice one. One more to go. couple polos just to show you the idea of what we're talking about here. Last but not least, this one's probably my favorite. This is Adidas, okay? This is a sweet one. Nice red, like a darker red. It says Toyota Racing on the front. Adidas on the sleeve. Boom. Beautiful. So, if you're into polos, check the website. There will be massive savings on a lot of the polos they offer there. So you could still get their savings on the website and use my promo code TundraDude, all capitals, one word. Saves you 25% site-wide, and then you're going to get savings on top of that. You're going to save a lot of money if you are a person that needs and wears polos like me. Bowling, golf, casual, going out to dinner with the wife, it's all the polos. So you should see me. Every time I'm out there, I'm wearing something Toyota because I have so much Toyota clothing at this point. So check them out. And that, my friends, is the unboxing of the video if you are into the polo game. So let me get caught back up. Almost done. All right, pounded the coffee. Here we go. Back at it. Let's see. I'm lost where I'm. Okay, here we go. Brandon, what's going on, buddy? Wish we had more inventory. I missed the walkthrough videos. Dude, I do the walkthrough videos, and there's just nothing. Like, it is, I literally have to sit down with my computer and my notepad and go through all the local dealerships in a 50-mile radius and try to find Tundras. It is impossible. I do it because I love you. I want you to know that. Bear with me until the inventory gets back up. Eric says, man, I have the 26-gallon tank in my Sequoia, and it's pretty brutal. A lot of gas station stops for sure. Mr. Dillon says, Eric, the 38-gallon tank is amazing. I can't see why they'd get rid of it. I agree. Can drive from LA to San Francisco in one fill-up. Amazing for a large pickup. I hear that as well. They didn't help the MPG, but they added a bigger tank, so halfway there. Tebow says, I think it's stupid they never put a 38-gallon tank in the Sequoia. That blows my mind a little bit. Eric says, agreed. It's a road trip car. Really needs the big tank. I agree with that. Tomeo says, played once while I was drunk. Good stuff. I'm sure you shot really well. Otto says, yes, never put a small tank in a V8. Joshua says, I drink beer on the golf course while they play golf. Does that count? Hey, man, listen, we all need a beer caddy out there. Tebow says, I really want to like the new Tundra, but if it doesn't have a V8, I don't know what I'll do. I guess we'll have to see what they come out with. Make It Work says, Tebow the first, I agree to. Oh, so Tebow the first, I agree to, he says. Ottawa, or I always want to call you Ottawa, Otto. Otto says, wait till it comes. I agree. Iron Saint says, sucks Toyota is going to a V6. Nothing like the iForce V8. Get your 2021 now before they go away. We're going to miss you, 5.7 V8. We're going to miss you. Big time. But we shall see. I mean, I'm hoping this happens. This is my ultimate hope. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think they should bring the truck out on stage, say all the stats on it, and be like, oh, wait, there's one more option. Updated 5.7 V8, we're going to keep it. Something last minute like that, I would be very, very happy. I think a lot of you would be too. Tebow says, my lease for my 2020 MGM Crew Max TRD Off-Road 4x4 is up in February, so I might extend it another 6 months and see how the new one is. There you go. Twin Turbo V6 will be fine. My dad's BMW has one, and it has insane power. I'll miss the V8, but I'm embracing change. See, me and the Dylan, we're doing the same thing there. We're embracing change. That's what you got to do. Make It Work says they should have an option for both engines. I agree. Otto says, I've been called worse. No worries. Yes. I'm going to start calling you Ottawa. That's going to be your nickname, buddy. Half you guys on here have nicknames to me. It's just easier. Michael says the 2021 Tundra TRD Pro I ordered back in February finally came in. Brought it home last night. Michael, what are you thinking, buddy? What do you think? Initial drive, pros and cons. Let's go. Why not a Turbo 8? I think one thing we got to keep in mind, I mention this every once in a while, the budget of the Tundra versus some of the other Toyota vehicles is not as massive, okay? Remember, Toyota is not really, like Ford F-150, that is their flagship vehicle, their prime deal, right? The Tundra is just part of a massive Toyota lineup, and their main vehicles are Corolla, Camry, Highlander, RAV4, that kind of thing. So the budget definitely isn't anywhere near the F-150 budget. So they got to take what they have and make it work. That's why I think you don't see a lot of engine options and a lot of cab bed options, configurations you could do with Toyota versus some of the other brands out there. Because Chevy, the Silverado, is one of their flagship items. Same thing with the GMC, same thing, GM. Ford, we know the F-150, and Ram is Ram. So Toyota's kind of already a couple steps behind when it comes to that because they don't have that kind of budget like these other brands do. But I think they're doing all they can to give you as much as possible on this next generation. Taking a real stab, maybe not at the top, but to move up the ranks a little bit and sell some trucks. I look forward to it. Should be fun. Michael says, I must say your last video has been one of my favorites. I do agree with everything you mentioned about the Nightshade edition and that wind chill color. Because that's all you, buddy. Isn't that what you have? Wind chill? Nightshade? Couldn't be better. Cafe emissions, yep. Good old California. Thank you, Cali. Make It Work says, Michael, I got mine 2 to 3 weeks after ordering my Lunar Rock one. There you go. Eve Entertainment says, you think dealers will start putting names down for 2022? I think they will. At least most. I don't know if all of them are under the direction of Toyota to do it or not. You may have some dealers do it, some not. I think it'll be after the reveal. I don't think it'll be anytime sooner than that, but I don't know. Eve Entertainment, if it happens for you and you're able to put your name down on something, let me know, because I'm going to go put my name down on something too. Tebow says, what are your thoughts on the Lightning? Honestly, Toyota needs to step up their game soon, but I fear they're not going to try and keep up. Okay, with the Lightning, full EV F-150, I feel like, and you can tell me I'm right or wrong or tell me what you think, this is just an opinion here. I know EVs are coming. I don't feel like the national infrastructure is fully there to support all EVs, but I feel like lately we're really pushing EVs harder than ever. My eyes are wide open and I'm watching, but I think the happy medium where everybody wins is like a hybrid setup, all right? You know, you get a little battery, you get a little fuel just in case something goes wrong with the battery. You can't go wrong. The fuel mileage goes way up when you have a hybrid. It still gives you a ton of power. I just don't know right now, at this point in time, maybe in a year, ask me again, how I feel about everybody running to EVs. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but maybe soon. It's all going to come down to how do you charge your vehicle? How far can your vehicle go? How reliable is an EV over the years? These are all things we're going to learn going forward. So again, I'll say it, my eyes are wide open. I'm watching, keeping an eye on everything, and we'll go from there. But EVs are really taking a hard push forward lately, and I just don't know if the infrastructure is there for what we need it to be to go 100% that direction right now. But fuel is always going to be around, in my opinion. You're going to have some form of fossil fuel being used. So it's a wait and see game, but you can let me know what you think. That's a good question. I agree with you on EVs, Mark. It's definitely about 50 years too early. Even in California, we don't have infrastructure. Rock and roll. Jeff says, a full EV is useless if you're towing a camper any distance. There you go. And those are the things that blow my mind when it comes to pickup trucks. Obviously, pickup trucks are going to take a lot more of a load than a Tesla car, right? You need to do more with your pickup trucks. They're utility. They're meant for work, right? So for those kind of situations, EVs are even more of an importance of, okay, yes, you could get the truck going down the road. It's cool that you're boasting 460, but how about when you start towing things? How many times am I going to have to pull over to plug in somewhere? Where are the plugs at? You know, like things like that, they got to really think about. Let's see, I lost my place again. Tebow says I just need to get out of California. The gas is killing me. Well, it's getting bad everywhere right now with the gas. Tomeo says, nah, I don't want full EV. A 50 to 60 kilowatt hybrid turbo 6 Tundra I'll take. Exactly. Otto says, agree, Mark, Toyota will bring on the EVs. Yep. It's a longer process for Toyota. It's how they do it right. Yep. TFL did a test with a Tesla, and the range when towing was 100 miles, which is impractical. Yes. AG says, found pics. I sent them to your Instagram chat. I'm going to look right now. Are they going sometime this year? I certainly hope so. I hope it comes out right with the twin turbo V6 option. I want that one. I want the hybrid one, so I don't want to have to wait. We're going to see AG's truck real quick. Got to find it, make sure it's here. Instagram, going. You said you sent it to my Instagram, right? Because I'm not getting it yet. See? Nope, not yet. Yep, still nothing. Let me make sure I went to the right place there. Okay, sorry about that. Found pics. I sent them to your Instagram chat. I will wait. I will wait and hope they pop up. Prayers for hybrid and TRD Pro in 2022. 100%. Iron Saint says, will Toyota offer a diesel like Nissan? I don't think so. I think they're going away from that direction. Joshua says, Mark, do you believe the new TRD Pro will be built on a platinum platform now? Not really. I think the limited platform will be the same type of way. I think you'll get a lot of options, but it's more about that suspension setup kind of thing. I think the way they have it now is your best bet, because the limited gives you a ton of stuff, and you still get all the suspension and TRD Pro effects. But if you go to a platinum, you're going to push that price way north. So JL says F-150 second, maybe F2. Oh, I totally missed your first comment. He says, hi there. As always, props on your vids. I see every one of them. Appreciate you. Follow-up question. Again, I have a third-gen Tacoma. I tow a 5,000-pound travel trailer ready to jump to full size. Tundra is my first choice. F-150 second, maybe an F-250. Should I consider a 3/4 ton at all? I mean, for 5,000 pounds, I don't think it's. I don't think it makes sense, because you're really just paying fuel at that point. If you plan to do heavier towing, maybe you want to. We pull around, or when my dad had his 2018 Tundra, we pulled around. I think the boat with the trailer weighed about 6,000, 6,500 pounds, and the Tundra did fine. So if you're doing a 5,000-pound travel trailer, you should be good to go. So keep that in mind. Tebow says, Carvana just offered me $42K for my Tundra, which I feel is pretty low. No, it is a little low. Did you do any of your local dealers yet? Usually the local dealers will poke it up a little bit more than that. Tomato says, hit the like button, gals and guys. I agree. Mark, do you expect to have Toyota to have anything unique on the new Tundra? Ram has their Ram boxes. Chevy, the bed, step, tailgate. Ford, the generator. How about MPG numbers that actually make me high five? That would be nice. Or tow numbers that are best in class. I think Toyota, I don't know. I don't even know what they're going to do. I'm sure they're going to do something to be different from everybody else. Everyone seems to, like you just said, to bring something fresh and new to the table. But I don't know what it'll be. I can't even guess. I just want the tow numbers, hauling numbers, all the numbers to go up. That's what I want. Iron State says, ditto Joshua, who said, Tundra is the only choice. Get the V8, you'll love it. There you go. There you go. Got those V8 fans out there. I love it. Oh, Otto says, wondering, do all the 4x4 owners know they have to use the four-wheel drive or lose it to lubricate all the parts? Here comes the pics from Andy. We'll get there in 1 second. That is in the manual. They tell you to use it. What is it? What's the duration you're supposed to use it for? A couple minutes? Help them out. Let me see what Andy's picks are. Here we go. Okay, it says picks here, but the picks are not here yet. So still waiting on the picks. Man. Wait. March 24th, 2020. Is this you? Is this your truck now, or did you get a different truck, just so I know? This is Andy's truck here. Look at that lift. I can't, Instagram doesn't let me turn the phone sideways, so I'm going to try to make it so we could get a little detail. There we go. That's a good shot right there. Look at that truck. Looks good. I love the setup because it doesn't look like you did anything too insane with the body. It still has a really good look to it. Let me get to the next picture here. This is a great picture. Look at that thing. Trying to get it so I could get some detail out of it for you. That's probably your best bet right there. Beautiful truck. How are the tints on the taillights? That is always a question I have. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Whoa, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hitting buttons here. All right, so if that's your truck, let me know. If you have different pictures, hopefully they come through. And we're back. Okay. Oh, I got to turn the brightness back up. Tebow says, I just keep mine in 4 high and tow home mode all the time and let her rip. LOL, just kidding, obviously. I hope so. I don't want you to hurt anything out there. Yeah, I don't actually turn my 4-wheel drive on much at all. I probably should do that, I guess. Only when it snows or when I go, there's just very little I guess you could call it a fire road that I have to go on sometimes. And when that gets muddy, it gets pretty awesome. So I turned it on then. And the Michelins do just fine getting through that mud, by the way. I like the Michelin tires. The look, it sucks, but they're a good tire, I must say. Andy, that's a good looking truck, buddy. Worth the money. Worth the money for sure. I can't believe we're actually all caught up on comments. It's usually not the case. So that's pretty cool. And one more time for the people signing up. First off, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because I would love to have you around for all the videos, especially all the stuff we have coming up with the next generation Tundra. I created a new hat. You'll have to tell me if you like it. Black and white for the Tundra Dude channel. That is the theme. And I got the TundraDude34 in front in a tan to represent my love for the 1794. There it is. Love that 1794. You're fast today. I am pretty fast. I had the coffee. I woke up. I hate doing live streams after I wake up because it usually takes me a couple hours to come to. I live my life in a fog because I work overnight. So a lot of times when I do the live streams, I'm half, asleep. So the coffee does help a lot. Now I'm jacked up. Now I'm ready to go. Have you ever been on a tour at TMMTX? I've never been to TMMTX, but I would love to go. I'd love to go. Absolutely. Big Truck 666. Hold on. Let me look. Hold on. Wait up. Pics here. Let me search. Big. I'm sorry, guys. If you ever send me, Big Truck 666. Yeah, those were the pictures we just sent. Yeah, if you want to follow him on Instagram, Andy, Big Truck 666. Check him out. Sign of the devil, dude. Get him. It's amazing. You should definitely go. I went a couple years ago for work. I would definitely like to go. Tebow says, so if there is a hybrid option that comes out right away, are you going to get rid of your Army Green TRD Pro? Yes. I will be getting the hybrid option. That is what I want. I don't really have any interest in the twin turbo V6. To be honest, I want to do hybrid because that's the direction we're going, and I feel like the 0 to 60 and all the stuff that comes with a hybrid, it'll have better towing, it'll have better fuel mileage. That's where I want to be with it. Kenny says, I've never owned a 4x4. Explain to me how I can use it around town to keep it in good shape. I think you just need to find a fire road and go off-road for just a couple minutes every once in a while to keep all the parts lubricated, because they always tell you don't use it on dry pavement. Joshua says, Mark, have you seen Automotive Press? Yep, he has renderings of what the 2022 may look like with the new TRD Pro color in Lime Rush, like you noticed from the Toyota post the other day. Yeah, yes, I have. I just don't know about that Lime Rush color. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get behind it yet. I got to see it in person. I felt that way about Army Green. When I first saw it, I was like, that's not the Army Green I would have went with. I would have went with something a little bit lighter. But then when I saw the Army Green in person and I saw it in direct sunlight and that really awesome, like lighter green, it becomes, when it's dark, it's like a hunter green, and then it becomes like this olive green. I dig it. I fell in love with it, and then I bought it. Yes, only hybrid for me, but should be a single turbo. Yep, with 50 to 60 kilowatt battery, I'm in. Tebow says, Lime Rush is hideous. Dylan says, ugly color. I agree. Make It Work says, do we Tundra guys have to install a breather valve for the rear differential and axle? I had to install one for my Nissan Frontier to prevent the rear axle seals from being blown out. I've only heard that one other time somebody do it, and I have not heard that as an issue on the Tundra in all these years of doing the channel. So if Toyota doesn't suggest it, I'm sure you're good to go. Dylan says 2021 or 2020 are better colors. I agree. I agree. I knew they were going to come out with something either green or I was saying like a Gouldens mustard spicy brown. That's what I was figuring was coming. Otto says, so when you say you're keeping the Pro as long as you something, that means until the 2022 hybrid comes, right? I would love to keep both, but I can't afford both. I'll be honest with you, I can't afford both. I'd love to keep my Pro I have now and get a new one, but there's just, I'm also paying for a 4Runner too. Let's not forget that. Make It Work says Lime Rush color is pretty cool. I don't know, man. Maybe for like a week and then I'd be way over it. Jeremy says, hey, Mark. I'm the one that was going to Montana. Instead, we went to Wyoming, pulled a trailer that was 7,000 pounds and did great, except for the construction barrel we hit in the middle of the road. It shouldn't have been there, bud. It shouldn't have been there, but I'm glad your trip was safe and awesome. And Wyoming, I would love to go to. I'd also like to go to Montana. I would like to just get out of the Northeast and see some things, you know? East Coast, all taken care of. Anything west, still need to see it. Yeah, I like your 4Runner. I like my 4Runner too. I like that 4Runner a lot. I drive it every once in a while. If it's blocking my other cars, I end up going to work in it. It's just that's going to be around a while because my wife is not like me when it comes to vehicles. You know how I like to trade out of vehicles all the time? She keeps her cars for like 10 years. This thing's going to go forever. We're going to push this 4Runner as far as it can go. Come to sunny California and enjoy our $5 gas. Nah, I'm okay. I'm all right. Let's get to Vegas. I like to go to Vegas. Same here. Supposed to cruise west, then COVID happened. Yep. And that slowed everything down. And that's kind of the big thing with everybody's getting back on the horse with that, kind of enjoying themselves again. They lifted a lot of the bans and the mask mandates here now, so everything's officially open. Memorial Day weekend, I feel bad. It's raining here. It rained yesterday, it rains today, it rains tomorrow, and I think it rains into Monday. So the whole Memorial Day weekend here is a bust. I mean, we're at the beach. Seaside Heights is right down the road, you know. I feel bad because all these companies were pumped. All these boardwalk business owners and stuff were excited to get good weather. So, you know, hey, they're lifting all these regulations and these mandates and these restrictions, and now we're going to be able to make some money again. And then the first weekend they can make money, it rains. Tebow says, don't come to California. I hear you. Esteban says, highly recommend Glacier National Park in Montana. Also, the parks in Utah are amazing. I'd love to see it all. You're right, we're full. AG says those taillights are Recon blackout LED taillights, about $700. And you like them? You dig them? Make It Work says, I miss Cali, but the gas prices are a killer. Glad I'm in Tennessee now. There you go. Tomeo says, too many tourists out here today. Otto says, oh, high payments. You're a good man paying for the wife's 4Runner. Got to keep her happy, man. Keep the wife happy. That is how you have happiness in your life. We miss you too. Tebow says, I'll be moving to Texas in about 2 years, thank God. Jeff says, went from PA to Bentonville, Arkansas in April. No tolls. There you go. PA. They put way too much road salt down. Joshua says, Tebow, I so agree. Voodoo Blue and Army Green are the best. Otto says, hope she lets you drive it once in a while. I drive it all the time, I'll be honest with you. Kenny says, if anyone is looking for a Luna Rock TRD Pro, there's one at a dealership here in Cali. It's $81,698. Just a shade under 82 grand for a TRD Pro nowadays. Simon, what's going on, buddy? Can't wait for the Isles and Bruins tonight. Isles are going to sweep them in 4. Goodbye, Bruins. Make It Work says, happy wife, happy life. Otto says, happy wife, happy life. It's a great statement, and I totally agree. I've heard that a lot. 81,000 for the pros out there in California right now. That's insane. And everyone is reacting to it if you look at the comments right now. Insane. Insane. Jeremy says, it was very windy that day. Had to replace the headlights, and a local body shop buff out the scratches for free. Love it here. Thanks for what you do. Thanks for the stories. And I'm sorry about the barrel. But listen, the Tundra's going to keep on ticking. No barrel will stop it. It's all okay. So anyway, so since we're coming to the end of this here live stream, I obviously thank you all for coming. Just to update you one more time, don't forget, it's what we announced in this video. In June, if you're into all this Toyota gear that I always wear, Toyota Outfitters is the website. TundraDude, one word, all capital. Saves you 25% site-wide, and it looks like the polos. They're going to have a ton of polos on sale. If you wear polos like me, go check them out. Ton of savings on the website on the polos. You could still use the promo code. You could save upwards to 50% on all this cool stuff. Name brand. If you're a golfer, it's the place to be. You drive a Toyota, you play golf, you got to go to Toyota Outfitters. They have everything there. If you want to order now before May ends, you get free shipping plus my promo code, so go check it out. I'm just trying to save you guys a little cashola. And also, let me know if you like the new Tundra Dude hats. If we like them enough, I will buy them in bulk. Because I only bought 5 right now, so that pretty much covers the family. But I dig them. I've never had a Tundra Dude hat, and I like it. And I like it's the 1794 color up front. So pretty excited about that. Also, got to do the plug for sparksparts.com if you need Toyota parts. And I'm talking, it could be aftermarket, it could be performance, or it could be a door handle. sparksparts.com. TundraDude34 promo code. Saves you 5%. They're good people there, and they're there to help it. Help you with whatever you need. They got paint if you wanted to paint your vehicle. I don't know why you'd want to paint your whole vehicle. If you got something you got to buff out and paint over, they got that. They got the little paint pens, the exact color you have on your vehicle. Let's see. 81K is insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Great song. John says, no chance, Bruins all the way. No, no, no. No, 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 gentlemen. No, no. We will be rocking the barn. We will be rocking the barn, ladies and gentlemen. Islanders, Stanley Cup champions this year. It's going to be a great year. Otto says, thanks, Mark. Go Islanders. Otto, my man right there. Austin, what's up? Tomeo likes it. Mike's laughing. Boston's not going to win. You know why Boston's not going to win? Because of the way you guys say wicked. All right? You can't say wicked with everything. Wicked has to have one meaning, not 17 like you guys use it for. No, we're going to avenge what Whitey Bulger did, okay? And we're going to go in there. We're going to go into Boston, take them in 4, sweep the house. Good night. Back to Long Island, heading to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then for the Stanley Cup. Lots of people in California have no brains. Also, Tundra is a tank. I got hit by a semi. Oh, there you go. You got hit by a semi in one and didn't feel anything. All right, cool. Well, you know, the bigger vehicles always help with that kind of stuff. Take us out with a Boston accent. Well, yeah, we got a game tonight. We're going to go over there at Boston Garden. We're going to watch them. They're playing this team called the Islanders. How are the Islanders? Is Billy Buckner there? No, come on. We're going to go over to Winter Hill. We're going to get the boys. We're going to go down there. We're going to make sure the Bruins do it. Cam Neely, baby. Oh, awful. Awful. It's going to be a quick series. I'm not too worried about it. Not concerned at all. Tiger says, anyone tried the Most Plus towing mirrors from Amazon or know any towing mirrors? I will tell you this, just real quick, sorry, once again. If you do go to Sparks Parts, they do offer towing mirrors for the Tundra. Go into Popular Tundra Upgrades tab. It has lots of extras on it, but $82K is crazy, yes. Simon says, haha, awesome. Go Knights, go, says Esteban. No, 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 not this year. Dylan says, all I heard was Mark Wahlberg. Well, there you go. Mark Wahlberg's a Boston guy. Like this video before you forget, guys, says Joshua. Thank you very much, sir. Got to hit it out of the pack. Yep, you got to do it. The Red Sox. We got to go see the Sox, and then we're going to go have a couple beers. We're going to get in the car, and we're going to drive over. We're going to smart pack, and then we're going to see the Bruins play the Islanders. I never even heard of the Islanders. Otto says Boston in 3. No, 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 stop. Boston will be gone in 3. I mean, it's a best of 7, but yeah. Islanders, no, in 4. We need 4. It's going to be 4 in a row. 2 away, 2 at home, good to go. You can't handle us. It's okay. It's okay. I feel so good to be able to talk crap about the Islanders because they've sucked for so long. And these past few seasons, we're starting to build. We're going to become a team. And now, unfortunately, Nassau Coliseum is going to go away. And the Belmont Park's coming, and I'm very sad about that because Nassau Coliseum is awesome. And I don't care what anybody says. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, Michael, I'm sure I'll be hearing from you later tonight when you're talking crap to me, and that's fine, buddy. Mine's a TRD Leica Pro Grill, Pro Side Box Letters, Pro Floor Mats, but then everything else is even more awesome. Sweep, that's wicked crazy. This guy's over here talking about sweep. He comes into our house talking about sweep. Nah, buddy. Get out of here. Go back to New York. Take Babe Ruth with you. All right, boys and girls, it was good to see you. Thank you for being here. It's fun. Let's go watch hockey now. Islanders to beat the Bruins in 4. That is my guess. And if I'm wrong, everyone's going to beat me up. That is a Bruins fan. But until next time, I thank you guys for being here. Go save money at sparksparts.com and at Toyota Outfitters. I hope you like the polos. Let me know if they do you well and save you money. Last plug, if you like some of the merchandise that I have, which I don't have any on me today, unfortunately, check out my Teespring store. The popular shirt right now, big time, 2022 Tundra, make half tons great again. Go check it out. And I thank you for your support and thank you for being here. Hit the like button on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. I look forward to meeting you and talking Tundra with you. Until next time, folks.